My father's disappointment lived in his silence long before it ever reached his lips. He spoke to me with instructions, never with warmth, and when he looked at me, it was as if he was measuring a mistake he could not undo. I learned early how to make myself small in his presence, hoping that obedience might one day turn into love. The day he finally said it, his voice was calm, almost relieved. He told me my absence would bring him peace, that the house would breathe better without me in it. He did not shout or insult me. That would have hurt less. He simply said I should find my own life far away from his. That night I packed quietly. I did not leave a letter or cause a scene. If my presence was the burden, then my disappearance would be the gift. I walked away before dawn, believing distance would heal both of us. At first, disappearing felt like freedom wrapped in fear. Every step away from home carried relief, yet each breath felt borrowed. I told myself I was strong enough to rebuild without looking back, strong enough to become someone he could never reject again. I found simple work and simple joys. I learned how to smile without permission and how to rest without guilt. For the first time, my worth was not questioned daily, and that silence began to heal me. What I did not know was that my absence was louder than my presence had ever been. The house I left behind did not grow quieter. Echoed. My father woke up one morning expecting the same routine, the same tension, the same unspoken battles. Instead, he found stillness that felt wrong. My room stayed untouched, my voice missing from the air. At first, he enjoyed the calm. He moved freely, unchallenged, unbothered. But as days passed, the quiet grew heavy, pressing on his chest in unexpected ways. He told himself he had won. Yet at night, he listened for footsteps that never came and argued with memories he could not silence. I built a life that did not ask me to explain my pain. People knew me for who I was, not who I disappointed. Laughter came easier, and sleep followed without tears. Still, my father appeared in my dreams, not angry but confused. He stood in empty rooms calling my name, his voice cracking in places I had never heard before. I woke with mixed emotions, vindication tangled with sorrow. I had disappeared to survive, not to punish him. But the distance was already doing its quiet work. My father began searching for distractions, but nothing stayed. Meals tasted bland, conversations felt shallow. The absence he once requested now followed him everywhere. He started speaking my name aloud, testing how it felt in his mouth. Each time regret followed like a shadow. He realized too late that authority without love is loneliness. The truth settled painfully. He had not wanted me gone. He had wanted control. And now he had neither. I received news through someone else. Small details at first. My father asking questions he never asked before. My father sitting alone longer than usual. I tried to ignore it. I reminded myself why I left, how staying had slowly erased me. Yet my heart softened in ways my mind resisted. Healing, I learned, does not erase love. Simply reshapes it. One evening I found myself standing still, unable to move forward or back. The life I built was real, but so was the ache that remained unfinished. I realized disappearing had saved me, but it had also paused something unresolved. Not reconciliation, understanding. I did not return home, but I allowed myself to be found. When my father finally reached out, his words were not polished. He did not defend himself or shift blame. He asked one question, trembling between lines. How did I lose you? I read it over and over. There was no demand, no command, only regret. For the first time I felt seen not as a burden but as a loss. Our conversations were slow and careful, like walking on cracked ground. We spoke of ordinary things before touching the painful ones. He admitted his fear of softness, his belief that distance meant strength. I shared how his rejection shaped my silence, my endurance. Neither of us was innocent, but both of us were honest. My father confessed the truth he had hidden from himself. My absence had become his mirror, forcing him to face the man he had been. He said the house never learned to live without me. That every quiet moment reminded him of words he could not take back. For the first time he did not ask me to return. He asked me to forgive. Forgiveness did not arrive dramatically, came quietly like dawn. I chose it not for him, but for the version of myself that deserved peace. I did not move back. I did not erase the past. I allowed a new relationship to grow, one built on choice, not obligation. My disappearance had taught us both the cost of pride. My father wanted me gone and I disappeared. In losing me, he found the weight of his own heart. In leaving, I found my voice. We did not become perfect, but we became real. Love returned, not loud, not demanding, just steady and honest. Sometimes distance is not abandonment. Sometimes it is the lesson that teaches us how to love better.